5 wins or 5 losses. So me and DJ do that on Twitter. And I guess just my personal background with it, I started sports gambling. It became legal in Iowa a couple of years ago. I was one of the first ones to hop on that bandwagon, but I really got sold on it. I went to Las Vegas 2 or 3 years ago during the Warriors and Raptors final, and I bet on 4 lines for that particular game. I actually watched the game at the Wynn in in Las Vegas, and the Wynn was just packed with Toronto Raptors fans. I've never seen so many Raptors fans in just one place, so that was electric. There was a game 6. They actually ended up winning that game, and just Raptors fans were just going nuts. It was crazy, and I actually went 3 for 4 that day. I won probably $200 just in that one game. So just right then and there, I'm like, I got to keep on sports betting. So I've just been sold with it. Been awesome being a part of the network. We got a lot of great stuff happening right now, and it's been a blast. Yeah, so me and DJ, we do a weekly podcast that usually comes out Wednesday nights called obviously the Gambling Feud podcast. We do a bunch of different segments. We do a tweet of the week. We do a random poll where we ask, you listeners at home, like our last random poll was, what's the biggest rivalry in sports and stuff like that. We do a bunch of random polls. Me and DJ's personal favorite segment is the mic drop segment. It's just me and DJ going on a rant about a bunch of stuff. And sometimes it's about sports. Sometimes it's not about sports. Both me and DJ's last one was not about sports. So it really just depends there. And then the really cool thing that DJ came up with is once a week, we do a guest picker. So most of the time it's like a friend of me or DJ's. We had a cousin on once that they're big on sports betting. And then we'd give them 5 games and they could use 5 units in all the games. And basically at the end of the year, we're going to have an Elite 8. So out of all the guest pickers that are on, the top 8 are going to compete against each other, kind of like a March Madness. So our 1 seed is going to play our 8 seed, and so on and so forth. And they'll go for a week. And then after a week, whoever wins that matchup will move on. The losers are out. And then the winner of that Elite 8 is going to win the contest with a prize to be determined too. So we're really, really excited about that. So far, our leader in the group is DJ's friend Alex, who is plus 10 units on the day. I think he went 7-1 and was really, really good. And dead last, unfortunately, is our good friend Coda Capper Toast, who went 2-6 minus 14 units, because I think he did 5 units on a money line 2 times, and both those money lines missed. So yeah, it's really, really tough luck. But no, me and DJ have a blast with it. We get a chance to, just talk sports and just see each other. I obviously live in Sioux City, Iowa. He lives in Des Moines. We don't see each other very much. This is just a nice way to just talk sports, talk gambling, and just see each other. So we really enjoy it. Yeah. I really, really like that in the Hornets Pacers game. I like the under of 227. I just think that this game is going to be fairly, fairly close. Both these teams, like if whoever loses this game, they're done. They don't get to move on. I think this game's going to be a lot closer than that. I think it'll be maybe a 210 combined total. I think it's going to be just super, super close. I love the under in that Pacers Hornets game. I like the Hornets at +3 too. I think that LaMelo Ball will kind of pull through for them and kind of get them a little life in an organization that's been needing it. So I like the under of 227 and the Hornets +3. In regard to the Wizards Celtics game, so me and Pace use different sites. Pace uses Bovada and I use William Hill. So my William Hill has Celtics -2, so like fairly close to what you got, and an over under at 232.5. I like the Celtics here. I am a Celtics fan, I know, but that's not me betting with my heart. I think that the Celtics are very, very well rounded as a group, and I think that they've kind of started turning the season around. They started off really, really bad, but towards the end here, they've been doing really well. So I like them beating the Wizards and going on to playing the Nets. I mean, I always say I don't bet with my heart, but just in this particular instance, I'm not. I truly do think the Celtics will win it, but sometimes it happens. We all do it, but this particular instance, no, it's not that way. But they're gonna be some great games. I'm excited to watch that. I'm excited for just this first ever play in. I know there's some people who have kind of mixed feelings about it. I love it, so I'm really looking forward to these games tonight. Which honestly doesn't surprise me. He's just kind of he didn't expect to be in this position, so I think he's just like, okay, if we're a 1 seed, I have a chance of playing a 10 seed. So this is a great thing for me. But now he's in the playing tournament. He's like, oh, what the heck? This is stupid. So it doesn't surprise me that he's like that. Yeah. I like I have an over under of 6. I like that over. I think just for some reason playing a regular season game now, they're just going to kind of let it loose. And I just think that Calgary has scored quite a bit against Vancouver. I think they might even have 4 or 5 themselves against them. So I really like that over of 6. I like Pittsburgh here. I think they're going to remember that overtime loss to the Islanders. I think they're going to come out ready to fire. I like them money line. I also have them at -1.5 at +205 puck line. I think that might hit. That might hit too. It's a pretty big dog, but I just think the Pirates are or the Penguins. Excuse me, not the Pirates. Screw the Pirates. Yeah. I think they're going to come out just firing, and I think they're gonna handle the Islanders pretty well. So I like the puck line of -1.5 at +205. And that's a value pick for sure. So that's not a bad move either. I think and my puck line is a huge value move as well if the Penguins do end up coming out fire and stuff like that. So definitely going thinking value here is the move to go. I agree with you. I bet the over last time when it was 6, and I'm going to bet it again. I just think both these teams have too many superstars. Their goalies really aren't the best. I think that over 6 is almost a lock. It might even be my mortal lock today. Who knows? But I do love that over 6. One a week. Yep. It's 5. It's 5. We don't do units for our records. We just do wins and losses. So it's 5 wins if we get it right. It's 5 losses if we get it wrong. But basically, it's like a 5 unit bet. Ooh. Yeah. I'm going to go Golden Knights here. I think the Wild kind of they squeaked one by game one. People were like, "There's no way they win game one." I bet them game one just because there was just such a value pick there. Honestly, I would take them money line. You're gonna need a lot of juice with that because yours is at minus 160, mine's at minus 170. I like them money line. I also like the over 5.5. I think the last game was very, very tight, but I think that this game there's gonna be a lot more goals scored. So I like the over 5.5 as well. No, I don't think you you should. I think you got to root for the team that you like watching. Now, obviously, like if uh the Golden Knights go on to win the Stanley Cup, and you're like, oh, I'm going to be a Golden Knights fan, then I might question you a little bit. But it's like, but no, I think that's fair. I mean, that's how I became a Titans fan. I started watching a bunch of teams, and I'm like, I don't want to root for a team that a lot of people cheer for. I want to find someone new. So I just started watching a bunch of teams, became a huge Chris Johnson fan when he played for the Titans, and I just became a Titans fan. So no, I don't disagree with that logic at all, honestly. I am big. I started getting on it a few years ago. My brother's a big hockey guy, so he got me to be on a little bit. Became a big Steven Stamkos guy. So like before they went on and they were good, I like Stamkos. So I've been kind of a closet Lightning fan. Not really like gonna go out and buy a jersey or just say like go Lightning, go or something like that. I like cheering for him. Like I said, I'm a big Steven Stamkos guy. So I watch it on occasion. I'm not like obviously in the regular season, I'm going to be straight with you. I look at the lines and I just kind of bet, go off of trends and stuff like that. Stanley Cup playoffs, I'm a little more devoted. Yeah, I have received it. I have served my punishment, which uh I got pictures of it. I'll post on Twitter sometime today. But let's just say that the punishment was a little small for me, but just touching the punishment was enough of a punishment for me. Yep. Uh, I really like the Rays money line here. I just think the Orioles. It's tough to bet for the Orioles anytime. So I really like. I've been riding the Rays bandwagon a lot this year. I think they're a really solid team that has a shot of winning that division. I like the Rays money line here. I also like the over of 8.5 in the Giants Reds game. I think the Reds got a lot of superstar hitters with Nick Castellanos and guys like that. Their pitching staff not very good this year, so I really like that over of 8.5 there, along with Rays money line. I like the Cardinals run line -1.5. I just think the Pirates pitching staff is, and this is not me bandwagoning. The Pirates the Pirates pitching staff is one of the worst in the MLB, and the Cardinals have been doing pretty decent this year. I like the Cardinals run line -1.5. I also like the over 8.5 in the Rangers Yankees game. I think the Yankees might score 8 runs themselves because the Rangers are one of the worst teams in the MLB. So I really like 8.5 there. I also like the run line of the Yankees -1.5. You can get that at +105. So I just think the Yankees are gonna blow them out tonight. So those are my 3 plays. Uh, my sports book has the Mariners favored. I know, like I said, it varies on it, but it doesn't matter if they're like short favorites or underdogs. I love the Mariners here. The Tigers pitching staff is absolutely brutal. I think that I've been fading the Tigers a lot. It's worked out really well for me when I faded them. So I like the Mariners here. I also like an over of 7 in that Rockies Padres game. I think the game last night was fairly high scoring too. I think the Padres actually won, or the Rockies won like 7-0, if I remember right. So I like the over there. I think that trend's going to keep on going. And I also like in the Astros Athletics game, I like a no run first inning there. I think you can get that at minus 140. I haven't been doing very good in my no run first innings. Like, for example, in the Cardinals somebody game, they scored 2 runs and one happened to be in the first inning, which was tough. But I really do like the no run first inning in that Astros Athletics game too. So those are my bets there. Yep, actually, DJ got me hooked on it, and then B Russ and Soup actually started to do it a little bit too. I think those two have kind of stopped doing it, but me and DJ are still very much no run first inning guys. Yeah, exactly. Um, no, I don't think so. I think we got a good slate of baseball tonight, and I just think that those would be the route I would go. I love the Liberty. I think Sabrina Ionescu is one of the best I've seen. Just a very young player. I think she's gonna make a little run here in the WNBA and set some records. I love that they've been underdogs and they've been constantly winning. And Ionescu's been proving people wrong. I think she's doing that in remembrance of Kobe. Her and Kobe were really, really close. Rest in peace to that man, by the way. And I like that. I'm really intrigued in that Phoenix and Washington game to see that matchup between Griner and Della Don. I think that'll be really, really good. I like Washington in that battle as well. And I really don't have a play in that last game, but I just think those first two games are going to be really, really fun basketball to watch. I'm like you. I like watching the WNBA. Well, in the WNBA, they actually play defense. You don't play defense in the NBA. I like it. Yeah, no, it's been a fun show. I'm looking forward to tomorrow's show. Do want to give a quick plug? I know you talked about it. Tonight at 8 o'clock on Facebook Live and YouTube, we're having our Coda Capper trivia contest. We got Pace, B Russ, and Pumbaa Cakes taking on DJ Soup and Toast. So it'll be a fun little matchup there. We got about 32 questions that we're gonna go over today. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I guarantee there'll be some trash talk. I guarantee it'll be a lot of fun. So I do want to give a plug for that, but no, it's been a lot of fun today. I enjoyed it. Yeah, absolutely. So again, every Wednesday we drop a new podcast. Gambling Feud. You can follow us on at Feud Gambling. Follow me at Comedog and follow my cousin at DJ Low 4422. And yeah, we just have a good time together. Let's cash some bets. Let's have a day.